Batman issue 145 finds Bruce calling Joker a liar for the story he just told him about Daniel Capito training him. He knows that it's possible Daniel trained him though, as Joker asks Bruce what his diagnosis of him is. Bruce is aware that Joker knows about Zur-En-Arrh and has this entire time, and the Joker reveals that he has only seen him 2 times, and both times he was beautiful, and breaking Batman is easy, but breaking Zur would be a real triumph. Bruce knows that Zur broke Joker's back and left him there to rot, but Joker is sure that he'll get out, loving even being there with the hero as he spirals, since Bruce is there while Zur is out there, living his life and playing with his toys, doing a better job than Bruce ever could as the true Batman. The Joker loves Bruce being there with a lowly criminal madman, while Gotham finally receives true justice, and he can never see it. Out in Gotham, a group transports some weapons into a truck, aiming to get them to Bloodhaven by morning. Suddenly, their truck is blown up by some missiles, and the men believe it to be the Batman, but no one knows where he is since he's been missing for weeks. They soon see that it is him, but it's too late as they are tied up in a grapple and slammed into a wall. One manages to get away but is soon cornered in an alleyway by Batman, who knows that the man's name is Sam Parsons, a career criminal. Batman knows that prison is too good for the man, and while the rest of his group will be dropped in a hole, he wants Sam to tell his friends about him and scream it through the streets, that Batman is back. Red Hood meanwhile races towards the warehouse, telling Oracle he's closing in. Barbara warns him about going out since he should be resting, since if his adrenaline spikes and he triggers a fear response, it will put him in danger. Jason believes that the Joker toxin he took helped counter the triggers, and him being out there and working is him getting better, wanting to push through his condition. Red Hood arrives at the site of Batman's latest attack, coming into contact with the Batman, who hoped that he would be the first to encounter him. Zur removes the mask of his armor, showing Bruce's face within to assure Jason that it's really him, but Jason knows that it's really Failsafe trying to trick him. Zur tells him to calm down so he doesn't trigger his fear response, knowing what he did was inexcusable. He reveals that after the war with Selina, he did some soul searching and he lashed out because he was slipping and everyone else had to pick up the slack. He says that he hunted down Failsafe and finally beat the monster once and for all, but it left his body broken and he was unable to go on, so he uploaded his consciousness into Failsafe so he can now fight on forever and no one else needs suffer. Jason still doesn't buy it, attacking Zur, who fights back, telling the man that this is a fresh start between them, swearing not to hurt anyone anymore unless he breaks the law. Zur takes off into the sky as Oracle tries to get back in contact with Jason, wanting to know what's going on, but Jason doesn't have good news to share. Bruce meanwhile finds himself tired and broken, unable to rest, not while the Joker is there at least. He approaches Joker, grabbing at the villain's neck brace where he pulls off pieces of the back brace off, fashioning a lockpick out of them. As he picks the prison cell lock, he realizes that they are in the lower level of Blackgate, and since he has studied every inch of the prison, he knows how to get out of it. To ensure no one discovers his identity again, Bruce covers his face with bandages, walking through the prison where he finds other prisoners, including Vandal Savage. Bruce knows that with Vandal there, Zur must have taken control of the mansion and the cave, but Vandal knows that he expects the law will help regain what is rightfully his. Batman wants to know what Vandal's game is, but suddenly is attacked by small failsafe robots. Bruce battles them, but without his weapons, they taser Bruce and knock him out. Out in Gotham, Zur tells the entire city that they have been through many upheavals over the last couple of years, and he has spent years fighting against the darkness, but now the darkness's days are numbered. He demands everyone spread the word that Batman is back and crime is finished. The Bat family know this isn't the Batman they know, as Zur finishes his message by telling the city that if everyone thinks they are above the law, he will rain down pain upon them. Mayor Chris Nakano demands Commissioner Montoya on the phone, yelling at the woman and telling her she better not turn on the bat signal, since if she does, he will replace her. He refuses to let anyone believe that they are cooperating with the Batman now that he believes he runs Gotham. Renee knows that Chris used to be anti-mask, but Batman has saved the city so many times since then, and she wants to use this as an opportunity to learn more before acting. But Nakano knows that after Batman and a small army tore through the city fighting each other, he refuses to give him a long leash ever again. He tells the commissioner that he doesn't think that he can protect her anymore, as elsewhere in the city, Riddler listens to Batman's message, wondering what Batman received to make him go from a B grade to an A grade. Batman arrives, knowing that the answer to the riddle is an upgrade. Riddler panics and attacks the vigilante, but Batman catches him with some of his missiles, apprehending the villain and taking him down to the street, where in front of the waiting people with cameras, he tells them that the Riddler has been responsible for the deaths of dozens and millions worth of property damage, but he will no longer be imprisoned for his crimes, and instead he will face true justice. Zur spots Damian on a nearby roof, grabbing Riddler and jumping up to meet the boy. Zur wonders if he's there to fight him, but like Jason did, but Damian only wants to know if it really is his father, demanding the being prove it. Zur recalls a memory of Bruce's of how when Damian moved in, he couldn't sleep due to nightmares, so he would sit with him in the boy's room until he would go to sleep, and the next day they would pretend it never happened. Damian knows that this is his father, as Zur tells him together there is nothing that can stop them. The rest of the Bat family meanwhile try and determine whether this is actually Bruce or something else. Barbara knows that he was lost for a while, and while they think that Zur has infected him, it could really be Bruce. Nightwing knows that either way they need to find out what happened before it is too late. Bruce meanwhile awakens back in Blackgate in the company of the very much alive Daniel Capito, who tells him that years haven't been kind to either of them. He reveals that Zur has made him the warden of Blackgate, and he knows Bruce is confused how the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh did this, so he would like to shed some light for the Dark Knight.